Hey everybody, it's Lish. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that way you never miss an update. Today, we are talking about magnetic eyeliner. Is it worth your money? Which brand is better? I've seen the Facebook ads for both MoxieLash and LashLiner, and I wanted to test them out. I wanted them to duke it out and let you know which one is worth your money. So, if this is something you are interested in, and why wouldn't you be, just keep on watching. We're getting started right now. Okay, so we're going to be putting the MoxieLash Gel Pot Eyeliner on the left side, and we're going to be putting the LashLiner Liquid Eyeliner on the right side. And let's start with the MoxieLash. And then we're just going to go in with an angled brush. And ordinarily, I would maybe lay down some tape or something like that. You know what? I'm going to do that. So we've got our tape on. We're just going to try this again. We're taking an angled eyeliner brush and we are just dipping it in the gel pot, getting a healthy coating on our brush, and we're just going to go in so it's not as fluid as a lot of gel liners would be. I like that it looks soft if you want a soft look, but you do have to add a lot of product to get the magnetic lash to stick to the lash. Well, you'll see. And this is kind of one of the problems that we run into with the MoxieLash brand, and that's unless you put a really thick coat on, it doesn't always want to stay. There we go. You can see it sticking now. But you do have to layer a lot. It's definitely not for a subtle look. Okay, and so now we're moving on to the right eye and the lash liner. And same thing, just for demo's sake, I'm using entirely the liner instead of doing my entire eye makeup and then going forward. So it's very wet, it's kind of goopy. Mess up. What the? No. That almost never happens. Lying to all of you because it always happens. Alright, well, you know what? We are just gonna leave it like that and say that it builds character, okay? It builds character for the makeup look. Honestly though, we can probably fix that with makeup remover and concealer. The directions for this is to wait for it to be mostly dry, but not completely dry before applying. Alright, I will say it's messier, but look at that. I didn't have to put a second coat on and try and fiddle with it. It just went on. That's amazing. That took like 2 seconds. Love it. I will be right back with my final thoughts. And I'm back. I fixed all the little mistakes. This mistake is gone, this mistake is gone. I decided to also maybe just add a little bit of liner to the inner corner here to sort of balance everything out. Let's start with the MoxieLash since that's what we put up first. So if you remember, that was our gel pot liner, and that's on this side. It does have a tendency to skip. So if you notice with the wing here, there's a little bit of skipping. It's not a super smooth line. It's more of like a soft, sort of blurred effect. It's more of a gray instead of a true black. And you have to add a lot of product, maybe even with a thicker line, to get the lash to stick. But once it's on there, it's on there. This is not a first impressions video. I have worn both of these out and about, and when I put the lashes on the MoxieLash liner, when it finally did truly stick, it stuck so well that at the end of the night when I was taking the lash off, it actually pulled one of the magnets off of the lash strip. Maybe when you're removing the lashes, you want to use a little bit of makeup remover just to make sure that you don't lose your magnets and you can use them a little more often. I really do like the MoxieLash as far as price is concerned. It's $32. So if you like gel liner, you may prefer the MoxieLash simply because you're already used to working with it. Just be aware that it is a drier formula than what you might be used to with Stila or Tarte or any other high-end liner. Moving over to the LashLiner formula on the right side, if you remember, that was our tube of liquid eyeliner. I am not used to using liquid eyeliner. You saw for me it was very prone to mistakes. It was a little bit goopy, it was a little bit runny. It easily transferred while it was drying, but now that it's dry, it's smudge proof, which I cannot say for the other side. Like, once it's there, it's there. It's not going anywhere. It does suck the lash right to your eyeball. So if you've got enough product on, it'll be just fine. You start in the inner corner, it's like sucks to your face, and then you can guide it the rest of the way wherever it needs to be. It does cost a bit more though. It costs about $40 for the new formula. You're able to possibly still get some of the original formula on clearance for $20, but I'm curious to see what improvements they could have made to this. It's already very effective. I would just say if you're not used to it, there is more of a learning curve, but you do get a thinner line and a stronger hold, which I really like. Pros for both sides, they do work with any magnetic lashes. So each brand, both MoxieLash and LashLiner, have their own lashes that they sell with the liner. I went to the store and I got some Ardell double demi wispies, and the cool thing is when you use the liner, you basically get 2 sets of lashes, or you get one really thick set. Cool thing about the liner, you don't have to sandwich. You can if you want to. You can either go traditionally under the eye or kind of add a second set right on top, and they're thicker. I really like it. I absolutely think it's worth it because before I would not wear false eyelashes, hardly at all. I would spend like 2 or 3 hours fighting with the glue, trying to put them on, and it was usually just for a photo shoot. But now that I've got this, harder to work with, but not as hard as the glue. So one final thing I will mention, regardless of whichever one you decide to purchase, is that maybe you want to do your eye makeup entirely, save for mascara, before you add one of these, so that way you can use whatever eyeliner you're already using as a guideline, and then there will be less mess. And also you won't have to use as much product, especially if you're putting 3 to 4 coats of this on and 1 to 2 of this, and you're like practically getting this in your eyebrow. Maybe put your eyeliner on first, then just add what you need where you're gonna put your lashes and go from there. As far as recommendations go, I do find I reach for this one just a little bit more because it does only take 1 swipe pretty much to get you there. You can put it on thin and the lashes will still stick to your eyes. So I would say LashLiner is the win. I do have a link below for you to purchase if you are interested. MoxieLash, also good. Nothing bad to say about it, except maybe it could be a little stronger and a little darker. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful or informative, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that way you never miss an update. I am also on Instagram and Facebook at LashNess1. I will have that in the description box as well. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful week, a wonderful weekend, and as always, stay fabulous.